It just popped up in my feed, so I just wanted to react.
There are 3 things that happened between September
Is it
2022
good?
and today, each more important than the last, that made it all but impossible for CASEOH to not see stardom.
Yo, this man really just shook the whole entire room. Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? I literally felt that through the screen.
CASEOH went from creating a fresh Twitch account with 0 followers to streaming to 65,000 live viewers with the most wholesome, creative, and supportive community Twitch has ever seen.
Yo, I low-key want a fan base like CASEOH's, bro. CASEOH has a amazing fan base. CASEOH has like one of the most wholesome fan bases, bro. I really want to build a fan base such as CASEOH's. That's, man, bro. He's really a GOAT.
In just 2 years. How can a nobody
Just
become a
2 years,
somebody
man.
so fast?
Because the reason I even tried it again was because that weekend she said,
That is
why don't you
fast.
give streaming another try? Just upload some clips. You're funny. See what happens.
The rise of CASEOH. Dang.
Mount Everest is underwater. Buddy, what?
CASEOH is commonly the butt of the joke. He's very rarely seen putting others down, and his most viewed clips are at his own expense.
What'd you just say to me, buddy?
Yo, I don't get how he turned his community into his community making fun of him into his community like just loving him for who he is. I don't get it. Like, did the bad viewers leave and the good ones stayed?
I said, I just hope the beam doesn't break.
Why would it break?
No? Jump, come on.
No. Why would the beam break? Explain. Chat. Dude, am I that large? Oh my goodness, there's no way I'm this large.
So why is this important? Well, let's think
That's
about a late
crazy.
night conversation.
Power just
When
came
one
on
person
us.
begins to open up, it's met with the same. There's a huge difference between answering these comments with legitimate hatred and being a good sport and even playing into the joke. One side says, this is no place for imperfections or insecurities, not yours, not mine, no one's. And then walls go up between the streamer and the chat and more division is created. The other says, my walls are down, poke some fun, I don't mind being vulnerable. And after a little time, chatter's walls come down as well, and then a connection is made. This is how the scenarios are created, where I call CASEOH dumb in chat, everyone laughs, but then one of my friends calls CASEOH dumb in real life, and I beat him to a pulp. Because no one talks about CASEOH like that.
Yo, almost off topic, but I love how CASEOH can like play any single game. It doesn't even have to be horror. This man would get he's an average of like 20,000 to 30,000 or something like that viewers just watching him play the game alone, which is insane. Honestly, that's dead what I'm trying to get to, man. They should love you for who you are, not someone you're not. That's exactly what I'm saying.
If you want to ride a wave, you need to be in a place where waves form. CASEOH's first live stream was to almost 80 people. How is this even possible? People
What's that,
stream
TikTok?
every day for years to one viewer and don't see any growth. When CASEOH finally decided to begin streaming, he did not open Twitch. He opened TikTok. 2K was just coming out and he knew no one would ever be able to find him at the bottom of the queue on Twitch.
That's
He knew
true.
his time would be better spent on getting discovered. He jumped right on the wave of 2K, uploaded 3 videos which were funny moments of Case pretending to be streaming 2K. TikTok's algorithm, desperate to serve the hungry 2K audience with content, scooped Case up right away, and the next morning he woke up to 10,000 followers. CASEOH
Yo,
seized
I'm
the
not even at 10,000 followers right now, and I got a video that has 1.5 million. That's insane. I had a video that had 1.5 million, and I'm not even at 10K. I mean, I'm at 8K followers, but TikTok followers are honestly nothing. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Cause like honestly, out of all those TikTok followers, I'm pretty sure like 5 of them check out my streams. So honestly, it's kind of pointless.
Opportunity and went live to catch the wave he had formed from not only 2K, but the huge wave that had formed from TikTok. Over time, he saw his streams start to decline, going from 900 all the way down to 150 viewers. Case knew he had to switch up his stream, But how do you switch up a stream successfully in a place where there are no waves? Case decided to follow the exact same formula that gave him success the first time around. Hogwarts Legacy had just come out, and a viral Hogwarts Legacy TikTok sent Case a viewer bump of 450. Eventually, he was able to start stream up, leading with Hogwarts Legacy, which no longer branded Case as a 2K streamer. His narrow lane was now an open field.
I mean, sorta.
The idea of streaming had been in Case's head for 7 years. He had seen Nadeshot play video games for a living and knew he wanted to do the same. He had actually bought equipment in 2015, made a few YouTube videos, but why? CASEOH had the worst internet. He also worked 2 jobs and lived dreading the next day that he had to go to work. And the culture behind wanting to make a living as a content creator was nowhere near as solidified as it is today. This stream—
I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm sorry I keep on positive, but this really does prove that no matter like the circumstances you're living in, there's always a way you can do it. There's always a way that you can accomplish your dreams, man. Honestly, like this man was working 2 shifts and still had time to stream and post clips and stuff. That's honestly like very, very impressive. That's a lot of willpower and a lot of courage that earns respect. That honestly, bro, because if you're able to, you're working 2 jobs, paying your own bills, your own apartment, and all that, your own food, your own bills. I already said that, but and you're finding time to stream, dude. That literally proves that no matter like how hard it is on you, you can always squeeze in just a little bit of time for something that you really want to do.
Was nothing but looked down on. Not a single thing was going right for Case. For 7 years, the equipment sat. Case continued to deal with life, family obligations, financial burdens, and bad internet. Even one day at the dollar store, his card declined. He ran out of the store shamed. His mom had heard him complain about work repeatedly, day after day, week after week.
Where's this man getting this information?
Car ride with him, September of 2022, told him to give streaming another try. He had the equipment, he just had to start stream.
Well, the reason that I gave it another shot again in general was because of my mom.
It only takes one person to see you, know you, and push you to take that extra step. If that day CASEOH had ignored his mom, shrugged it off, rejected her idea, he would still be a nobody. Except the mere success of CASEOH proves this isn't true. His explosive growth, his humbleness,
look at all them
and
subs,
kindness
bro.
remaining consistent despite of his success, and the pain.
I have 10 subs right now. This man's getting a sub per second. That's actually crazy. And I'm not in it for the subs, obviously, but I do find it crazy that it's making this amount of money just for sitting on his desktop, bro. That's kind of crazy. Guys, if you really think about it, this man's probably making $1 per second right now. If I'm being honest, this man's probably making $1 per second. You know how crazy that is?
Points he endured for years, similar to our own, proves. Whether you have 2 fans or 6.3 million, every so-called nobody has always been a somebody.
That's so cool because my mom really doesn't give a fuck about me streaming. My mom believes in, my mom loves me and all that, right? But she really doesn't give a fuck about me streaming. She's more so like focus on the future and like, what are you gonna do for your future? You know what I'm saying?